It's basically an autobiography. Chapter 1's a quick synopsis of me growing up and what I consider probably one of the first undercovers I did, or using that kind of technique. Chapter 2 is vice and narcotics days and some pretty scary things in that. 3 on is all deep undercover cases, long term. And I've been blessed, man. It's my story. So,
well, after hearing the Rogan podcast about the being stuck, I'm not gonna ruin it for anybody who hasn't listened to it, but go listen to the Rogan podcast about when you were stuck and you thought it was.
Oh yeah,
that I was like, damn, I was getting a little sweaty for you. I was like, holy shit. Well, everyone you hear something like that, you're like, what the fuck would I do? Like, holy shit.
Yeah, I was crapping my pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was scared.
Damn, this clothes turning the closer.
Yeah, man.
That's why you know somebody's keeping an eye out for you.
It was not a good moment for me.
Yeah.
As I tell a lot of people, I go, look, I would have rather heard that story about somebody else and say, man, that sucks, than to be standing there naked at gunpoint going, this sucks. This is not.
Gosh, I can't. It's crazy, So I've had 2 really scary shit things like that in my life too. One was I went to Pakistan and I had a buzz cut, and the first night I was there, somebody broke into my first day I was there. I was out at factories to make jujitsu gis and boxing gloves and stuff, and they ransacked my room and to see just to see who I was.
Yeah.
Right? Because they didn't steal anything. They left the cash. Yeah. They left my Mac computer, my passport.
Bug in there as well.
Nothing. They might have, And
you're in another country.
But they weren't shy. Like they didn't, they let me know we went through everything in your room because they didn't put any of it back. Yeah. Right? Like we're gonna tear your luggage apart. And then one night I was coming back from the factory, and it was like a holiday, and there was a party going on at the hotel. I was staying in the nicest hotel in the shithole, right?
Yeah.
And I got back there, and stupid me at first, I'm like, oh, a party. Finally, I can like do something. I walked in there and I'm like, oh, wait, yeah, there's not a woman in here, right? But that whole night, they fucked with me, man.
Yeah.
They crank called me. They banged on my door, like everything. And then they let me sleep a little while. And then they called the phone, and I answered the phone. At the same time, somebody started pounding on the door. And bro, my bowels released. Like I ran in the bathroom, like sweating, like what am I gonna do? And this is Pakistan, right? Everybody carries a gun. I forgot to tell you that part. People just shoot guns randomly. When I first got there, I looked out on the balcony. There's like 100 men smoking cigarettes with guns. And people, they're just shooting guns up. It's crazy out. It's like the West Virginia of Pakistan, right? Where all the factories are. There's like nothing out there. That was a scary.